Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to talk about the life of the influencer in Japan. My today's guest is Ali.
Konnichiwa. Hello.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Ali. I am a YouTuber living in Japan and I'm originally from the UK.
How long have you been here?
6 years.
And how long do you run your YouTube channel?
I've been doing YouTube for about 2 years, but it's only really 1 year that I've been more focused on what I'm doing and my audience. So I'd say my current channel is about a year.
Oh, I see. So before talking about the weird comment in Japan, that's our today's topic, I would like to encourage you to follow Ali's channel and check our previous videos that I will link here. Don't forget to put a like on this video and let's get started. So Ali, do you have many negative comments on your channel?
To be honest, I think most of my viewers are Japanese, and I really love to embrace Japanese culture and experience things and try things. So most of my viewers are really positive and encouraging, and the comments that I usually receive are very, warm and teach me so much about Japanese culture. So not too many negative comments that I'm very grateful to say. But of course, if you are putting yourself on the internet, there are going to be some people that don't like your content or have negative things to say about you. So,
but do you have any particular super good comment or super bad comment?
So super good comment is I basically have the same viewers who watch every one of my videos and have supported me kind of from the very beginning, and it makes me feel like I don't even think that they're like my subscribers. I think they're my online community, and I really love that feeling because it can be scary putting your efforts onto the internet for people to judge, but I feel so supported by them. So yeah, I'm really grateful for their kind of supportive comments.
So, and what people usually mention in those comments?
Many people see that I'm really trying to embrace, Japanese culture and understand it more deeply. So kind of you understand it nicely, or you're really trying. So yeah, it kind of makes me want to try more, I think.
On your channel, you usually speak English, right?
Yes.
But your followers are Japanese. So don't they judge you for speaking English?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really interesting question because at one stage, when I explained, that I don't speak Japanese, there were quite a few people who didn't like that and told me to go back to my country because I hadn't studied Japanese. The truth is that I didn't really need to. Teaching English. My husband speaks perfect English. All of my friends spoke English, and even my Japanese friends enjoyed speaking English with me because it was their chance, So I felt that, 2 or 3 years went by before I'd realized, oh my God, I haven't really tried to learn Japanese. And it's not because I disrespect the culture, I absolutely love the culture. But yeah, there was a bit of negativity around that. And then I think people started to see that whilst my language skills are not particularly good, my effort and energy towards Japanese culture is quite big. And now actually I've noticed that some people enjoy hearing my English because it's a way of them practicing English listening and things. So now I'm do I try in Japanese? Do I just carry on in English? I'm not sure. So
this comments on my channel, but about a similar topic. So the one person commented, "This is Japan, and if you're good at English, I think you should go to an English-speaking country." My favorite answer was this is YouTube, and if you are good at Japanese, I think you should watch Japanese video. If you have had such comment, how would you react?
I mean, I think, every foreigner who does YouTube videos, if someone doesn't like them, the first thing they say is, why don't you go back to your country? So, I could say something as small as, I don't understand what kalpis is, the drink. you know. And
Yeah.
someone could say, well, if you don't like Japanese culture, you should go back to your country. I mean, no matter where you live, there are going to be frustrations in life or things that you don't understand. At first, it kind of frustrated me when it's like, oh, so simple. Why don't you just go back home to your go back to your country? Because to be honest, this is my home now. This is where I really feel like I've grown into myself and where my husband is. You know, it's my home now. You know, I'm not Japanese and I never will be, but Japan is such an important place for me. So I found those comments really simplistic and like, I don't even grace them with an answer because it's like, what do I say to that? It's not thoughtful or intelligent at all.
Also, you know, sometimes you speak Japanese from your introduction and ending of the video, right? And do Japanese people say anything about your pronunciation?
Sometimes, yeah.
What do they say?
Oh, you know, like my pronunciation isn't good, or I said a word wrong. And to be honest, I think I was like so nervous about making mistakes in Japanese that I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to try speaking Japanese on my channel. And actually, making mistakes and putting it on the internet is so much less scary. So when someone says, oh, you said konnichiwa, not konnichiwa, you know, when I read that kind of comment, I just think, fine, you know, it doesn't upset me at all because I am doing, you know, I am making my efforts. I'm trying my best. And if I know that I'm trying my best, I'm okay, you know?
I see.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I'm not native speaker in both English or Japanese. So sometimes like I got like comment like, it's you speak in English, but pronunciation seems like German. So
I mean, well, to be honest, you're speaking you're trying every day, speaking English, speaking Japanese, and what's more, you're not just speaking with your friends and stuff, you're speaking online where anybody can see you, and you know, that's really brave, I think. So if if you pronounce something slightly wrong, I don't think it matters.
I think you should be a psychologist for influencers. How to handle like bad comments. Okay, let's see what other comments coming up. Also, I would like to, before telling another bad comment, I would like to say thank you for all the positive comments you leave us, because sometimes I get like such comments like, that was the best video I've ever seen, the editing and explanation were very good, enjoy Japan, and like I'm supporting you. There are a lot of Japanese audience who also support us on our channel, and I'm really grateful for that support that you give us and that you encourage us to continue rather than to stop us from doing what we want to do.
That's such a good point. And I think, you know, it's nice to watch a video that's like 10 or 20 minutes long, but I will say it takes a lot of work, a lot of editing, a lot of thinking about what people are going to like, and, you know, you have to be brave to put yourself out there. So yeah, comments like this just make us feel like, you know, we're doing the right thing and motivate us so much. So thank you.
Yes, so thank you for that, but we are going, because as the topic of the video is like weird comments, we are going to continue with bad comments today. Okay, there are like some more. This is my good one. You should not be so proud of your beauty. One day your beauty will also go away in old age. So there are like some people who maybe I think jealous of the beauty, you know, because they can like get followers, or I don't know like what they cannot get. That sometimes they're like, oh, your body looks like a small little boy, or like you're born like a white wall. So sometimes these comments like don't disencourage me, but I feel like good that people waste their time for me and they spend their time rather than go to the salon to write me a comment. So this makes me really encouraged to do more or motivated. So it means like people like me, that they're spending time for me. Like it doesn't matter what they write.
That's,
No?
yeah. And I mean, I'm personally someone that if I watch a video that I don't really like, I will remove that page on my laptop or phone and not watch it. You know, I wouldn't make the time to watch the whole video and then find something to criticize. That's just, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't invest that time because like, that's my life, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, in a way, it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know, a positive or negative comment is a comment and it's going to contribute to, you know, your channel. So yeah.
And you know, like usually those people who mention your beauty or your pronunciation or your like mistakes, they're like your best fans, because they watch all your videos to find your mistakes, to find like in like, where did you say konnichiwa wrong? Like, you
Yeah.
know, or where like maybe like she looks like less beautiful, or where she gets fat, like.
I see.
So they try like to figure out, and they watch. Finally, they watch all your videos, all your stories. They don't follow you. They might not follow you, but like they still give you like even like this thumbs down
Yeah.
is better engagement for our channels. So
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Yeah, but I do, you know, it does take some days. I'm like, oh well, someone's clearly not having a good day. Forget about it. You know, negative comment. Okay, whatever. And then I think, you know, sometimes when you're feeling a bit sad or down, and someone leaves a comment like that, it does hurt, and you do have to get a thick skin, I think, to some extent.
Last one. So the just weird one. It's about alcohol. So Anastasia-san, if you can drink alcohol, I think you will get more viewers if you take a video of yourself drinking while eating. So this is like you can figure out like Japanese person writes this. So how do you think like when people watch, Japanese people watch usually foreigners for like drinking and eating? How do you feel about those kind of videos? Is it good or is it bad?
Well, I think there is a trend like online at the moment where I've noticed, you know, people really enjoy watching foreigners eating Japanese food, and I'm not a big fan of watching like people eating kind of thing, and I wonder if it's because they want to see the reaction or the enjoyment of Japanese food. I'm not sure.
Maybe they want to like, because Japan is like kind of island country, so when some foreigner comes to Japan, like, oh, how do you feel? Because Japan and like Europe, America, completely different.
Yeah, so different.
That's why they just want to understand, like, you know, oh, what do you think? Oh, our food is good, yeah, I know, it's good, yeah, you know too.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it is good.
But I never like seen like person who say like, oh, this is disgusting.
No.
So I can't imagine like how Japanese people will react for that, because it's not much their expectation.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But as for that comment, though, I think like if you want to film yourself eating and enjoying, then you can. But if you, for example, like, if you don't drink alcohol, or you don't feel comfortable eating on camera and stuff, like, I don't think you should do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, you know?
Oh, I see. So my first collaboration was with like food channel, actually.
Right, okay.
Like a couple years, like 2 years ago. So, and I was like, we were eating sushi and drinking sake. So I get like one comment, oh, I saw you on like this food channel and you were drinking sake. So I was wondering like to see you more drinking sake, because you're like, seems like strong girl. And I never seen girl before drinking sake.
Wow.
So, and maybe like because our image is like, you know, 10 girl, like, you know, so we just eating like cakes and that's all. But when we are like foreigners drinking sake, they're like, oh, what are you doing, you know?
Well, if you want to, like if you like sake and you want to make a video whilst you're in a nice restaurant, I think it will be entertaining, but don't do it if you're not comfortable, I think. Because your channel is all about you expressing and you exploring, so you should be doing things that feel nice for you, you know? Yeah.
Okay, and last question. How do you feel when people give you advice what videos they would like to see? How do you feel? You usually like shoot the videos for their advice, or you just ignore?
Usually I make videos kind of based on what I think might be interesting for the viewer. So me exploring different Japanese things, for example. And I'd say more recently I'm getting some suggestions of like video styles to do. And I might try that. I think I've tried a couple of times. I really appreciate like my viewers engaging and giving me feedback like this works for me or this doesn't work for me, but something I do want to keep in mind is that like maybe 10 people will comment on one thing, but like maybe 1,000 people think something else but they don't comment.
Oh, I see.
You know, so I think I just kind of I'm still learning, you know, even like a year or 2 years in, I'm still learning how to make good videos and how to deliver well, but I'm just enjoying the journey, I suppose.
Yeah, you know, like I appreciate all those like request comments, but on the other hand, it gets me confused because people say, oh, I want makeup video, or I want like drinking video, or I want like eating video, or I want like travel video. And if I just take all those requests, it will be like a mess on the channel.
I mean, yeah, I see what you mean, but I think like people just want to see you
I see.
You know, so I think for me it's so random. Like one video I'm like jumping around because I'm really excited, and the next video is like I'm doing a tea ceremony, like sado session. And I think maybe my channel is a little bit like different, but I think that's woman, you know, like we're really excited one minute and then we're really like sad and crying the next, and we just like we have so many parts to us that, you know.
Okay, thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Please don't forget to follow this channel and check Alice's channel. Also check our video on Alice's channel as well. Thank you so much for watching again.
Thank you.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.